Morning guys. Today I'm gonna bring you along with me and kind of show you what I do all day. Let's go have some fun. You're a messy eater, buddy. Good morning, Sawyer. In just a few days, this little guy's gonna be 3 months old. Good morning, Darcy. Now that Whitney's back to work, we kind of split kid responsibilities. I take Sawyer into daycare and pick him up, and she takes Darcy in. You like riding with mommy? Yeah. This place is a mess. I gotta do something about this today. Alright, first thing I try to do every day is pull all the orders that sold on eBay the previous day and get them shipped out. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orders. So if you guys have seen like these codes on my totes, I'm wondering what they are. They're inventory designations. So whenever I do a listing, I include where it is so that when it sells, I know how to find it. So this book I just sold is an A4. That's it. All right, this stuff here all came from a buy that I did from a buddy of mine that was having a garage sale, and he had leftovers, and I think he was just gonna probably donate most of it. So I just kind of bought out the rest of what he had, and this all came in that buy. So this book sold for $11.49, free shipping. That's gonna go media mail, so that's probably gonna cost me like, I don't know, $2.60 or something like that. These Oakleys in here sold for $21. I took a best offer on them because the lenses were starting to kind of get a lot of spots and stuff. Might be hard to see, but like both of the lenses had a bunch of bad spots on them, so just took a best offer. These Oakleys sold for $39.99 plus shipping, and this DVD here sold for $8.99 free shipping. This helmet, I took a best offer of 20 bucks. I paid $10 for it at a garage sale. Honestly, that's not really a good profit margin, but it's not worth a whole lot more. It just wasn't really a good buy, but still made a little bit of money anyways. This coffee carafe pitcher thing was definitely a bad buy. This is a vintage Pyrex, and it had a cool pattern to it, so I was thinking it might have some value. I paid like $4 for it. I've had it forever, and it just hasn't moved. Somebody made me an offer of $5 plus shipping, so I took it. This NBA Street Game for GameCube I got in Tennessee on the Highway 70 sale. I paid $2 for that. It sold for $16.99, free shipping. And then these little things are eye patches. They're like Band-Aid eye patches, sort of, for kids. There's 20 in a pack. There's 4 of them. I paid $1 total for all 4 at a garage sale, and they sold for $24.99, free shipping. If you guys have an eBay store, every quarter they give you like a credit to use in their store to buy supplies, like shipping supplies. And one of the things I get from them are bubble mailers. They're pretty nice. They've got little bubble things in here, and just pop this kind of stuff in there, peel the sticky part, and it just sticks right on. Easy peasy like that. I don't think eBay's price on these is very good, but you gotta use your coupon for something. All right, so I've got this coffee carafe packed in here, but there's actually a pretty good amount of space left over in here, and I could use a bunch of newspaper filler and probably keep it from moving, but I think I'd rather cut it down to size, because that'll save me a little bit of money on the dimensions and like for the shipping, and just less movement for this thing, because we really don't want this moving around. So if you guys have not seen these are really handy. This is called a box resizer. So basically you adjust this lever here, and it goes on the lip, and then it scores the box all the way around where you want, and then you just take a box cutter to the corners and it resizes it. These run about 20 bucks, but they are definitely worth it. I got mine on eBay, but I'm sure Amazon has them too. So you guys can see where I scored it. Saved about 2 to 3 inches there. And now these sides just fold down and it's a smaller box. I'm still gonna fill these gaps with some paper. It's just not gonna require as much. Whenever I pack something in a box, I like to give it a good shake to make sure nothing's moving around in there. That's gonna ensure that it doesn't get broken in transit. All right, I got all my orders packed up. Now I'm gonna take them to the post office. When I was working from home, I just had the post office pick up the packages on my front porch, but I haven't set that up yet for the new place. It's pretty easy to do. You just log on to USPS.com and put in how many packages you need picked up, and they take care of it. I've heard some post offices are just bad about doing it. Some people have tried it and it just doesn't work, but if you haven't tried it yet, give it a shot. I'm starting to run pretty low on boxes for shipping items out, so I'm gonna look through some dumpsters and see what I can find. Today I'm hitting the dumpsters behind this strip mall. It's got Barnes & Noble, there is Bath & Body Works, I think there's like a Party City. I always try to hit the smaller stores because if you go to like a big box store, they almost always have like trash compactors, so they really don't have any kind of dumpsters where you can get boxes out of. That's too big. I don't need that. I better get the grabber for some of these. Anytime you see like coatings like this on boxes you reuse, make sure you put like a label over it, because a lot of times the post office will return it to you. It's kind of like store display or something. Like a Sharpie? Huh. A bunch of good boxes in here. I like these size boxes because I sell a lot of like DVD, VHS combos and electronics, stuff like that. And these just like work really well for those. It's a really good haul of boxes. This will last me a month or two at least. All right, so you guys see all this crap behind me. This is my death pile that I'm working on. Just a big mountain of stuff that I need to list on eBay. And some of it I've had for way too long, just months. It's just been sitting there, so I really need to get caught up with that stuff. All right, I'm listing this Star Wars toy. This is like a Jar Jar Binks like motion figure, I guess. He's supposed to like dance and sing and stuff. He takes 9 AA batteries, so I want to pop these in here and see if this guy works. Holy crap, that thing is loud. All right, so this thing only sells for about 30 bucks. So I'm not gonna include 9 AA batteries because that's like $5 or $10 worth of batteries. So I'll just put in the listing, requires 9 AA batteries, not included. I'm listing this little guy. This is cool. This is called a bike putt-putt, and it attaches to like the rear wheel. It's meant for the spokes to hit this. And it's supposed to make a noise like a baseball card would hitting the spokes. So kind of a pretty cool thing. I cannot find hardly any comps on eBay or WorthPoint. If you guys ever get on worthpoint.com, they have a long history of eBay sales, but I can't find it. Maybe I'm just looking for the wrong keywords or what. So I'll just, you know, throw out a price of like 50 bucks for best offer and see if somebody wants it. You guys might remember I got this train set at a garage sale like a week or two ago. It was an older gentleman that was selling it, and he said it was his as a kid, and he was asking 40 bucks for it, so I went ahead and paid his 40 bucks. I have not sold a lot of trains. My initial thought was to break it up because, I mean, just in general, usually when you separate things, you make more money. But I know the box has some value, and I kind of want to keep the box. You know, there's somebody that wants the box, so I don't want to just sell the box like it is alone. So I'm just going to do an auction for all of it. Might not be the best route to go, but I do think it'll do okay. I've looked at some sold comps, and some of the auctions have done all right, and they've gotten a lot of bids. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this thing has some really cool cars in it. Honestly, for how old these things are, they're in pretty good shape. I mean, these are about 70, 80 years old, I'd say. They're old Marx trains. If you guys find old Marx toys, that's the stamp right there. And some old Marx toys are worth a lot of money, so keep an eye out for that logo. If you guys are interested in the train set, I'll put a link in the description for the auction. I'm starting it at 99 cents. All right, another thing I need to do today is get my garage sale list ready for tomorrow. So there are some Thursday sales tomorrow that I'm going to hit. And I'm in the Yard Sale Treasure Map app. If you guys haven't used this, it's awesome. You just pop in your zip code and then it tells you how many sales are around you. I think it costs like a couple dollars, but it's totally worth it. So the way I do it is I just go through and I kind of look at the listings and I just write down the addresses. And once I've got my list, I just put them into an app called EnRoute. So this is the EnRoute app, and you can put a whole bunch of addresses into this app at once, and it will optimize the best route for you to take. This one's not quite as cheap. I think it's like 20 or 30 bucks or something for the year, but I really liked it because it'll direct you to each one. And then once you arrive at the one destination, it automatically directs you to the next one. So it's really handy. All right, got my garage sale list for tomorrow ready. I usually only write like the addresses and the times on these, and then I put them into the list and I just go. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to what they're listing for sale in their ads, just because it's usually like the oddball weird stuff that I'm buying. It's not the stuff that they're advertising. So I try not to put too much stock into like what they're putting in their listing. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna get out of here. Tomorrow there's garage sales to go to. I'm gonna be doing some recording. Hopefully I can find some cool stuff to show you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.